All right, this is going to be our last example from the lesson today, which is all about using synthetic division to help us factor and factoring things completely. And basically, we've added this new tool to our toolbox, and so we're going to show you now in this example how we can use it kind of more than one time. And so what they're giving me in this one is they're saying show that x plus 4 and x plus 3 are factors, and they're both factors of this. Then find the remaining factors of the polynomial. All right, so what this means is I'm going to take one of these, I'm going to divide it by this. I'm going to get, instead of having something of a degree 4, then it's my depressed polynomial will be of degree 3. And then we'll do it one more time to get it down to a quadratic. And then once you've got it down to a quadratic, all right, so that's what we're looking for. Then that's when the factoring can take over and we can do the AC method, right? Because if you understand the AC method and you do it regularly, it's pretty fast, right? It's it's a little bit of writing, but it's not slow. All right, so let's do this. All right, so we've got I'm going to write my degrees down. So I'm going to go 4. I'm going to give it more space this time because last time I was way too cramped. So we're going to have 5 numbers here, right? And we're going to start with this one. This will be our first one. So we're going to use -4. Put that here. We're going to leave, and we're going to put my coefficients now, right? So we're going to go 1, 9, 23, 3, and -36. Okay, and then over this. And again, if this bothers you that we've got like these written here, then don't write them. But I write them there because it reminds me to make sure I'm checking that that I've got everything I need. All right. We'll put our little box here for our remainder. All right. Start by bringing this down, and then away we go with multiplying and adding. So -4 times 1 is -4. We're going to add this and get 5. Now we're going to multiply again. -4 times 5 gives me -20, and we're going to add again. This gives me 3. Again, -4 times 3 is -12. If I'm going a little fast with the multiplying, well, you're not watching a video to see me how to multiply, right? So -12 and +3 are -9, and then -4 times -9 gives me 36. And hint, if they're giving you these both like 2 factors and telling you you're going in, it's probably likely that they work out. So when you get to this last step, if you don't get this number, you probably need to go back and look at your math. Okay, so this will give me 0. So my depressed polynomial now is x cubed, because we started with the 4th power. So it's x cubed plus 5x squared plus 3x minus 9. Okay, and so now we're going to do this process again. All right, except we're going to use these numbers now and this factor. So we're going to go -3, and we're going to use these coefficients. So we've got 1, 5, and I can see that I've got 3, 2, 1, 0 here, so I'm not going to write the little numbers this time. So write these 4 numbers down. All right, now we'll do this and this, right? So we're all set up, ready to go. Let's bring this thing down and let's get cooking. -3 times 1 is -3. We're going to add. You get 2. -3 times 2 gives you -6. You add these 2 together, you get -3. And then lo and behold, negative times negative is positive, and 3 times 3 is 9. And we get that number we're looking for. All right, and so now what we have is we have x squared. All right, my new depressed polynomial is x squared plus 2x minus 3. And so what we want to do is we want to see, can this be factored? All right, is this factorable? And we are done doing synthetic division, right? So we're going to bring this up here, right? And this is my A, it's right here. This is my B, this is my C, right? So we're going to take this and we're going to use our AC method, right? And our AC method shows that we go 1 times -3. It gives me -3. Are there 2 factors of -3 that will add to +2? Okay, and yeah, there are. You get 3, -1. right? You multiply them, you get that, and then when you add them, they add up to 2. So I can factor this. So I'm going to rewrite this, right? We're going to rewrite this, and we're going to decompose this into these 2 terms. So we're going to go x squared plus 3x minus x, because it's -1. So I don't write the 1 because I know it's there. And now we factor, right? And we factor by grouping. So put your little fence there. We're going to pull an x out because that's our greatest common factor. You get x plus 3. And then I want x plus 3 over here. So I always take this and just kind of copy it down, because if this works, you'll get it. If it doesn't work, it means it's not factorable, or I made a mistake. And then once I multiply by x to get negative x, well, -1, right? So -1 times x gives me negative x, and -1 times 3 gives me -3. So now we're in a good situation. So I'm going to pull that x plus 3 out of both of them, and then that leaves me with x minus 1. All right, this is like a thing showing me there's like a fence here. Okay, and so that's this thing factored. And so now I need my other 2 factors, which are this guy and this guy, right? And so when I write this whole thing out, I'm going to have x plus 4, pardon the fat font here, x plus 3. So those are the 2 factors from up here. And then these 2 guys. Well, I'm going to just write this down and see if you can think of maybe a better way to write this down. So if I'm looking at this, right, and I got these, they're the same. Don't we just use our exponent property and say, hey, we got 2 of the same thing multiplying, right? So I'm going to rewrite this as x plus 4. I'm going to move my x minus 1 over here. And then I'm going to go x plus 3 squared. And write it like that. And this is your fully factored form. The reason I put this one on the back end is because it has the exponent. And it just, hopefully you realize it only applies to this. Okay. Those are the jokes. That's where we're at. Hope this helps. And yeah. We'll have, hopefully, if I have time, I'll put together a video of 2 of the select problems, and you can keep going. So we'll see you later.